Hello students, welcome back to your video class. In the previous video, we have done present indefinite tense, and as I told you, in present indefinite we have some basic structure. I write here once again that structure. If you can revise: subject plus present form of the verb plus object. Well, this is the basic structure of present indefinite tense, and for that I told you the verb which we use in the present indefinite, and I told you few words which we can see the words in the sentences, and we can identify the present indefinite tense in the sentence. So if you remember, you can see the words I told you in the previous video class, that we have some identification words, how we identify present indefinite, how we identify tense in the sentence present indefinite. With the help of verb we can identify it, but if there is no verb in the sentence, then how we identify the sentence that the sentence is of present indefinite? Because in the exams you see you are given this exercise, you have to fill the correct form of the verb. So there, how you can identify that which verb we can use in the sentence in the blank. So for that you must have to know the words, the identifying words which can tell you that this is the present indefinite tense. So according to present indefinite tense, you can fill the verb of present indefinite. And I told you in present indefinite we use the finite verb, that is the present form of the verb. So basically in the present form we have few verbs, fixed 9 verbs. I told you we have the 9 verbs, that those are used for the present, and only those 9 verbs are used for the present indefinite tense, and the rest of the things we use in the present continuous, present perfect or perfect continuous. So today with the help of exercise I'm going to explain how we identify the tense in the sentence, and how we identify the sentence, and how we fill the verbs as you are given in the examinations. So let's start with the examples. By the time you can recall the words which I told you for the present indefinite for the identification purpose, as you remember, usually, seldom, always, sometimes, ever, never, hardly, rarely, and every day, every month, every year, today and tonight. All these words tell you that the sentence is of present indefinite. And one thing more, I told you where we use the present indefinite tense. For that I told you few points, and we can simply use there at the situations where we use the present indefinite tense. So these all things will help you understand present indefinite tense very well. So let's start with the sentence. And before that I told you the verbs in present indefinite, subject verb agreement, and according to the subject we use the verb. So let's start. He always there is a sentence: he always blank late to the school. So this way you are given the sentence in the examination, and there is verb in the bracket. So you have to fill the correct form of this verb in this sentence. So let's see how we identify that we use the verb in the present form, in the past form, or any perfect form or progressive form. That's we have to find. So there is word always. I told you, if you remember, in those words I told you, you can see always is the identification for the present indefinite. For the time, hold your heart. So always means we use always in the present indefinite, and in present indefinite, according to present indefinite, we use subject is he, present form of the verb. So use the present form of the verb come. And you remember with he is a singular. With the singular subject we use the present form in the plural form. So it is comes. He always comes late to school. This is the sentence. So this way we can identify. I write here one more sentence. See, they never eat. This is the sentence. Now, they never meet, the verb is eat. So our subject is in plural number. There is never I told you in the words, identification words. So never, according to never we will use present indefinite, and according to present indefinite we use subject, present form of the verb. It means we will use the present form of the verb of this eat, and the present form with they we use the singular form. So we write it, they never eat meat. So this is your sentence. Let's see one more sentence. We hardly the class attend. Now see, we hardly the class attend. So I told you in the identification words, hardly word, and you see the hardly word means this sentence is of present indefinite, and according to present indefinite we use the present form of the verb. So attend is a verb, and here the subject is in plural number, so the verb will be in the singular form. Attend the class, hardly attend the class. So this way we change. Let's see one more sentence. She often to temple. The verb is go. Actually, you will be given here, this is the basic form. This is the basic form, base form. According to this verb, we'll have to use the present, the past, and the perfect, and progressive, and infinitives, the 5 forms I told you if you remember. So she often to temple. Now often I told you in the identification word, often there is often, so there is present indefinite. So according to present indefinite we use the present form of the verb. Subject is she is singular. So what is our verb? Go. So we will change this go into plural forms, goes. So she often goes to temple. Let's see one more example. My friend usually me at night. The verb is call. So my friend is the subject. Usually I told you this is in the identification word of the present indefinite, and according to this usually we use the form of present form or what? Call. The verb is call me at night. So our subject is my friend is singular form. So we will use this word in the plural form. Calls. My friend usually calls me at night. Let's see one more example. My parents to Salasar every year go. Now see, our subject is my parents blank to Salasar every year. Verb is go. So every year, I told you the word every year means where you see the every day, every year, every month, every week, every night, every season. Means it tells the repetition, something a repeated activity. And I told you in the words where we use the use of the present indefinite, something is repeated after some fixed interval. So repetition, or you can say frequently happening the things at some intervals. So every year we use present indefinite, and according to present indefinite we use the present form of this verb go, and our subject is my parents. So my parents, this is plural subject, so we use the singular form. This is already singular. Go, my parents go to Salasar every year. So this is completed. So we are with these examples, I have told you more how to fill the verbs in the present indefinite tense, how to fill the present form of the verb in the sentences. So you must note down these sentences in your notebook, and let's continue with now I'm going towards the next present continuous. Next tense is present continuous. I have finished here the exercise, and with the help of examples I made you understood. Present continuous, or you can call it progressive. Well, as this word tells continuous, means continuity, in present time continuity, or some progressiveness. So as the word tells continuity, so with the name you can understand that a sentence in that some continuity is going on, that comes in the present continuous or present progressive tense. So students, as in the previous tense present indefinite, you people had some process. First, I told you the verb. In the verbs, I told you in the progress. If you remember, in the beginning, I told you one by one present indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous of all the three times. So this is tense, present continuous and continuous time. So there, if you remember, we use the continuous form, means participle, present participle form, progressive form, present progressive form. So how we use that means wherever you see the progressive form, wherever you see the present participle form after the subject, that sentence is of present continuous or present progressive. Sometimes, for understanding, you people think that we use present continuous if the activity is going on at the time of speaking. No student, this never happens every time. Means continuity at the time of speaking is one part of present continuous. When after again, like present indefinite, if you see any activity is running, is going on at some intervals, in that sentence also we use present continuous or present progressive. So that is one part. If you see that the thing is going on at the time of speaking. Now I am teaching you, means I am teaching you, I am teaching you. This sentence is of present continuous because this time I am teaching you and the activity is going on. You are listening to me, activity is going on. Yes, absolutely. In this sentence you can say that there is present continuous. But I tell you one more example. I'm reading a storybook. I'm reading a storybook nowadays. I'm reading a storybook nowadays. I'm learning music nowadays. Means I'm learning music nowadays. It means now, at this time, I'm in front of you. I'm in the class. I'm not reading any novel, any story, or I'm not learning music now. But the sentence, what sentence says? I am learning music. I am reading a story. Means the structure of the sentence is still present continuous, but the activity is not going on at the time of speaking. I am speaking the sentence, I'm learning music, but I'm not learning music now. I'm teaching you, but the sentence structure is of present continuous or present progressive. So never confuse with these things. Actually, according to structure or according to English grammar, it's very scientific. Need not be confused anywhere with the words or only some translation in Hindi. So present continuous. First of all, I tell you the structure. Structure. Very important thing. We must know structure. Subject plus the again is MR, present. I told you the 9 verbs, out of 9 verbs, these 3 you see is MR, present, plus continuous. If you see, subject is MR plus present participle verb, means progressive, present progressive, if you remember the 4th form, and then object. This is the structure of present continuous sentence. Present continuous sentence. So if you see any sentence with this structure means, for example, let's see, I am teaching you, I am teaching you. See, I subject, am verb present, teaching present progressive, you object. Now in this sentence, in present indefinite tense or sentence, we used only one single verb, only finite, only is MR, only has have, only do does, only 9 verbs. But here in these sentences we'll use two forms, two verbs. This first, the second. Present progressive, present continuous, present participle. So this present, these verbs are helping to the present progressive form. So these are called the helping verbs. These are called the auxiliary verbs. These are called the assisting verbs, assisting to make the sentence, helping to make the sentence. Or auxiliary means without these verbs we cannot complete this thing. I told you, without finite there is no sentence. No sentence is possible without finite verb. So finite is must to complete a sentence in all over the world, in all the situations. Finite is must. So I am teaching you, this sentence is of present continuous. He is learning music. He is learning music. He subject is learning present participle, music object. Yes, it's not necessary he is learning now. He is eating food now, but he is learning music. The sentence structure is of present continuous. It's not necessary the time of speaking. I'm saying he is learning music. It does not mean that now at this time when I'm speaking the sentence and he is learning music. No. But the structure says it is of present continuous, present progressive. So this combination is called present continuous. This combination is called present progressive. So this agreement is called present continuous, present progressive, or present participle. So students, in your next video we'll continue with this present continuous. Absolutely, you must have understood the use of present indefinite, and I hope you will do more exercise and you will recall all the things which I have told about the present indefinite. So it will make you some easy thing for you to continue the next coming tense and time. And you can note down these structure and the examples with this new topic, present continuous, and revise all the things which we have done so far, because revision makes the thing more clear. If you revise more, you will improve more, you will understand more and more and more. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.